basically what I want to go over is mostly macro, and
Okay.
then I want to focus on some warding too, and then lane management as well. I don't really know how to play around waves with minions and everything
Okay.
as a support. I think it's kind of something I need to figure out though at some point.
Well,
That
okay,
was-
like wave management isn't really much of a thing in Plat. I'm gonna be real. It's
wrong.
not like people like it's almost always better to just like perma push because
Yeah.
people get real pissed off when you're perma pushing, and it's not like most people know how to like punish like perma pushers anyways by like formatting bot, like taking advantage of like flashless players, you know, so on and so forth.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself then.
Yeah, and we'll watch what you'll be doing. Good luck.
All right, sounds good.
He's gonna pop off. Hopefully. He's gonna try hard? Hell yeah, that's the way it should be. FF 15 minutes for infinite coaching? Hell no. Okay, Law. That kind of mindset is why we can't have nice things. Okay, so he's against Jan and Jin, and there's an MF Seraphine on his side. For this lane, you want MF to start off with Make It Rain before you throw your double E. That's like your bread and butter, like, lane combo. Like, pre-6. And after that, like, you can kind of switch it up. He's a good man. He hasn't leveled a skill yet. Personally, I'd level E here. But that's me. I always start E. Oh, the Guardian proc, though, is not ideal. So I think he's standing a little too close. You want your Guardian for lane, so you can mitigate some damage. Mitigating, like, the jungler's HP, like, whatever. It's like, you mitigate, like, maybe an auto attack. It's not worth it. It's better to have the Guardian for lane. Okay, so, you know that, like, if you look at your own jungler, you see that Cho's passing towards top side. So you are weak side. So either you want the lane to freeze, like, kind of like in the middle here. You want the lane to freeze, like, right here. And you just, like, sit in the bush and you control it. Or you can also, like, walk into it and then walk into here, throw a ward over here, and just, like, kind of keep it over here. And you just, like, keep him pushed out. So he started Q, which is, like, also a fine choice. It's kind of, like, up to a preference. And, I'm good. Ooh, double E a little bit too preemptive. But that's just a miss. Like, you know, Janna might walk into it. That's just a timing issue. You get used to that. That gets better over time. I mean, like, I'd miss that too, probably, honestly. So, the lane is pushing towards them right now, which is like, fine. Got some good poke on the Janna. Guardian procs, perfect. Put those trades back. So, he wants to look at his spell thieves. He doesn't have any spell thief procs right now. It's at 0. And you want to, like, always have, like, that thing on cooldown, essentially. You don't want it to sit at 3 for too long. You don't want it to. Oh, well, top lane got a kill. The Cho'Gath killed... Okay, so now the Cho'Gath has killed the enemy jungler. That means you could probably play batshit aggressive. However, you know that the enemy Udyr is probably going to come for bot scuttle. So now your jungler and your top laner are doing great. Right? You have the better jungler. But... the Udyr's thinking, okay, Cho is going to be top side. He's taking the top scuttle. That means Udyr's going to take the bottom scuttle. They're going to trade scuttles. And they have to worry about possibly a gank. And I think Udyr has a ghost. He has a ghost in this. So at this point, you don't want to, like, extend too far. Or if you are, you have to put a ward on the scuttle crab, like, right now. Or in the river, at least. He needs to put it on the scuttle crab. Because he needs to see the Udyr on the map taking the scuttle. Yeah, he already took it. So that means Udyr's somewhere. And that's on a really low timer. That means Udyr could have gone mid, or he's fucking looping around Raptors and coming straight to bot lane. So this is actually really dangerous. They don't have a ward behind them. They do not have a ward behind them. It's very, very dangerous. The Udyr could be bot lane. And the Seraphine's out of mana. Not that the gank setup anyways. So they're trading, they're trying to push this wave up. And there's Udyr. He's right there. He's coming to bot lane. See, this is what I mean. Like, you know the Udyr is bot lane, and now he has to flash. That was a flash that didn't need to be used if you drop that ward into the tri-brush. You drop that ward in the tri-brush, you don't lose your flash. And you also have to kind of put it right by, like, behind the dragon, so you can see it way ahead of time. Putting it in the tri is not going to be good enough. You want to put it, like, right between, like, right here. You guys see my mouse? Yeah, you want to put it, like, right here. Right where that blast plant is, or where Cho is just now. So you see way ahead of time. Then you know Udyr's in your jungle. And you can punish it. Now Cho is turning the favor back around. Gets the flash. I think they played the setup fine. I have to look at that one again. But overall, they get the flash back. And now MF is, like, super low. So she essentially, like, can't fight. she wants to either shove this wave or recall. She wants to shove this wave so she can recall. And I would be walking up a little bit more forward here, just to like stand slightly in front of MF, just to like try and hopefully pressure the Jhin away from the MF, because obviously MF can't trade, so you just walk up and try and push them away. Really seems like the Ruby was the best buy here, right? Personally, I read if I'm against another enchanter or poke lane, I'm super in to buy mana regen first, because if I actually run like having the extra HP isn't gonna like help me do an all-in trade. Like we're just poking each other at best. We're not really like all-inning each other, right? So yeah, I'd rather go for mana regen because I think mana regen is more important in a poke versus poke matchup. That's kind of like a rule for ARAM too. Like mana regen's probably just good in the ARAM matchup. Like just having like an extra 150 HP, it's probably just gonna get whittled down anyways. You just want to like cast more abilities and poke around. So here, this is an Ocean Dragon specifically, and this is looking real good for his team. Yeah, they get stolen. Udyr kind of greeted that. It's not level 6 quite here. And I think this fight's going pretty well for him. Yeah, he's totally fine. Like, Pantheon ulted down. They got the dragon. That's absolutely huge. It's absolutely huge. Ooh! This Pantheon's a Chad. Real Chad. So now that the dragon's down... Okay, so the dragon's down now. And he can... That means Udyr is probably on top half. Also, the blue is gone as well on bot side. So Udyr's probably not trying to take blue. He's probably trying to go top side. He wants to get this Rift Herald, get control over there. The bottom scuttle's already taken. So, and the thing is, like, whichever side scuttle is spawning on, you can almost always automatically assume the jungler's on that side of the map. He is pathing towards that scuttle, assuming he can fight for it, or they are pathing towards their buffs, whichever one's coming up. And this is a beautiful ult right there. He did very, very good. This should be a kill. Flashes down. I think he probably needed... I think he had to take that. I think he had to, which is fine. Kill is better than no kill. Now, Rift Herald is up. Udyr is probably trying to take it. Pantheon's pathing towards it. Udyr's now trying to take the fucking Chose blue. I can't really see this working. You definitely want to like take a couple glances at this fight. I like where he's pathing into your own jungle. I like how he's pathing into his own jungle. That's really, really good as well. Pantheon appears to be losing to the Galio. Kind of hate to see it. Joe making away a gank. And he's looking to assist. That Pantheon limit tested a little too hard, but I think this show has it. Nice, got a kill. I would be looking at when the timer for Dragon comes up, which should be somewhere in the next 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, 2 minutes, 16 seconds I just saw. But Rift Herald is up. And yeah, nice wards over the wall. You just want to spot where this guy is. So you want to try, and you know you outright win a 2v2, so your only things you're worried about is the mid lane roam, which is the Galio ult, because he has a global as well, the Udyr that can gank you, and any TPs. And for TPs, you generally try and sweep behind you, in the tri-brush, in the river. That is the main places you want to be sweeping, and the lane brush. The worst is like getting TP'd like in the far bush behind you. Like you're basically just dead. So those are like the main things you're looking out for, because like when you have a lead like this, he's 2-0-2. He's 2-0-2 right now. You want to try and have this lead and run with it. And by running with it is not dying, always having like the presence of 2v2ing potential, and to kill them. But now he only has to watch out for the Galio R and the wards behind him. Udyr runs so fast that I think this tri-ward is actually ineffective. I think that tri-ward is ineffective with the control at this state of the game, because it's really, really hard to react when an Udyr runs like fucking Mach 7. I'd almost rather have like that in the river, like up the river, because he's probably again, Udyr has like multiple gank paths, but at this point he's probably not looking to like path behind you and gank from behind. If at any point you actually can 2v3 them, then like keep playing aggressive and go for the 2v3. But there's also going to be a Galio out to look out for as well, so I always have to like be very mindful of this. I think his build is totally fine at the moment. Now he's getting that HP. He's been working on that Moonstone. He's gonna be having it pretty soon. He's like 700 gold. It's 9-4 right now. They could go for a Rift Herald. Like, plates have already fallen, so you kind of don't really need to keep playing ARAM. I like where he's pathing. He's pathing towards his jungle. He wants to get that river vision. But the dragon's already down. It's like down for 3.5 minutes. It's not spawning for a while. and Set's not on the map, Cho'Gath's farming it. Like, it's kind of dangerous to walk into this area. If for whatever reason, the enemy Udyr was, like, just sitting in a bush, like, you'd probably lose your flash or your ult. And that would really suck. So, just have to be a little bit careful. I would personally be using, like, my abilities into bushes, just in case the Udyr's, like, power running around. And you're at full mana anyways. And as he's walking around, he's also not charging his passive. You essentially want double W or double E. So he can probably like cast his Q like somewhere along the way and actually have like a full charge passive when he walks into lane. So right now he's at 1 charge. And these are like very, very small, like minor differences that can like set you ahead. Yeah, see, you want the Make It Rain to happen first here. You want like Make It Rain is just like the first thing you want to cast. So MF should be trying to set up. Oh wow, he's actually trying this. What the heck? Oh wow, there's a TP. Yeah, see the TP from behind. The TP from behind. Oh, the MF actually gets away. That's actually huge. Galio's all trying. All right, I guess Galio ults. Oh, gets away. Jin's tower diving. Damn, that's super unfortunate. So, that's what I mean. Like, the only things you can die to are TPs, globals, and the Udyr. And it apparently is. It's all here, right? It's all here. I don't think it was worth. The thing is, he didn't see that Udyr. Actually, he might have. I probably missed it. He might have saw the Udyr, but he should have ran away from that turret. There's no plates on it anyways, and there's like almost no chance of you like being able to 1v2 that. Like almost the Janna and Jhin alone would have been able to like dive him. So with the Galio and the Udyr there, like yeah, you absolutely don't defend that. So that's a kill he did not need to give over. Yeah, that's a kill he did not need to give over. He just gives that turret, and so instead of like a turret going down, now it's his shutdown and a turret. That's a bad mistake. That ruins the tempo a little bit. But Dragon spawning in a minute. Looks like they got a little overambitious top lane, but looks like they'll be alive for Dragon anyways, so they should be fine. Oh, the tower went down, I think. Yes, the tower went down. Okay, so the tower went down. That's much better. That's much better. Now the game's like kind of gotten a lot closer, but they've already knocked down 5 turrets. So only the bot lane turrets are left. You definitely want to like kind of hover around mid. Should be looking at that fight right there and try to get a set out. Double E. Again, like he could have had his passive charged up by the time we walked in. And instead, Set just goes right back in and just power bombs Jhin and kills him. Teemo's rotating down right now, so we want to like try and get back to the dragon because it's spawning. A lot of the topside vision isn't like too relevant at the moment. You want to try and get the vision on the bot side. Cho, Pantheon, respawn. They want to walk over, and that's going to be huge. So, you just want to try and walk in with your frontliners to get vision. You can't really stop this from happening because Udyr will just murk your ass, but MF has caught into the fight. You can just save her. I'm not too sure about that ult because Udyr is fucking fast, and in my opinion, it's much better to save the ult here. Ooh, I think that Galio was in the bush. Did he hex flash? How the hell did he get into there? Regardless. So now you're ultless and you're super low HP. You have to be really, really careful with your positioning here. Oh my god, gets flashed. Oh, the knockup by Set. Oh, gets blocked, but the Jhin ult's gonna come and kill him. He's gonna play dodgeball. Nope. So yeah, if he had the Seraphine ult, maybe he actually gets out of that. He lost track of where the Galio was, which apparently was in that bush. And that's the thing, like when you have no flash, like your positioning is like, you have to be so much safer. Especially with people that can run at you like this. The Galio, you can't really stop him from charging at you and charging his taunt, except for ulting. And Cho'Gath got the dragon. Huge, he salvaged the situation. One of the main reasons like I max Q second is because it lowers the cooldown for me to charge my passive. Like, the amount of damage it does is like irrelevant because I'm a support. Hold on, there's some fighting here. You want to try and line yourself up? That's an ult on only the Janna. He needs to exhaust his Udyr and try and get away. And he has to walk towards the Cho'Gath. So he kind of like walked away from his tank, but there was a Jhin ult, so I understand why he was walking away. Overall, I think that was just like a bad spot. And I think Cho needs to like pay attention to the Udyr a little bit more. But it looks like the cavalry is here. The beefy boys are about to turn it around. And it should be okay. Oh, the Janna doesn't die. But the beefy boys are here. The beefy boys are here. At the end of the day, this is worth it. This is worth it. Honestly, I think this is just like team diff. Like, his jungler is just like better than the Udyr. And I think... yeah, he just has a strictly better team. The next play, obviously, just go bot lane. Pantheon can actually go mid because he has an ult to join the fight. Because you just want to put the Baron buff on the mid wave and then pressure them and then draw people to you while you go and siege bot lane in a 4v whatever. I think the dragon comes up pretty soon too. Yeah, it's like 1 minute for Infernal Soul, if they get it. So I would start walking towards bot lane and making sure that I don't completely only go by myself. And if I do, I have to throw abilities into brush along the way. Because, see, he just walked over at Teemo's shroom. What if Teemo was standing there? What if Teemo and like someone else was standing there? That could have been like, he could have died. That could be a death. I mean, like maybe that shroom was there on like a long ass cooldown before that, or a long ass time before that, but you don't want to get cheesed as you have Baron buff and you're walking onto the map. And that's actually like one of the things that high elo people do. They're like, ah, shit. Maybe we can bush them as they're walking towards dragon, which actually kind of is this situation, but unfortunately it's like 30 seconds too soon. But sitting in the enemy jungle as you sweep through it, because the enemy team feels like a sense of security. They have Baron. They're ahead. Let's just walk into our jungle blind. And that happens actually very, very often. That happens very, very often. You'll actually see like a Talon or LeBlanc in the enemy jungle just like waiting for a pick, that one straggler, the squishy, pick them off, and then suddenly it's a 5v4 at like the dragon fight that they was walking towards. That Pantheon was definitely caught overextending, but I think he ends up trading for the Infernal Dragon anyways. MS pushing bottom. This is all great. They trade 1 for 1, and that's not even the worst as they're getting this dragon. MS already pushing bottom. This is all great. Like they're probably gonna win this game. I don't even think Cho had to eat the dragon there. Probably just for style, honestly. I think I'd rather have the ult here. For the press W. Oh, he doesn't have it. Here, I'd rather have the ult here, or ult to eat someone. But that's Cho. That's Cho. That's on Cho. That's not on him. So they're sieging bot lane. There's probably mushrooms all underneath the turret as the minion wave walks in. So I'd be a little bit careful. Yeah, there's one right there. Don't stand on it. Yeah, he stood on the mushroom. He's gonna be very wary. Like these mushrooms don't do small amounts of damage. They do a fuck ton of damage. He has to like play it and kite this one out real hard. Get this one to flash. Oh, he didn't flash. Okay, he could have flashed at Galio. He knows that taunt's gonna happen, and Galio already flashed, so he needs to get away from that. So he died with his flash up and his ult up. He just didn't react soon enough. He was trying to peel for his MF, but he needs to flash away from that like way sooner. And Pantheon's made his way in. He's gonna flash that one a little bit sooner. Just a mechanical misplay. Like that's just how it happens. But you can see that like he walked onto a mushroom and ended up getting his HP to that point for him to die to Galio. Had he not stepped on the AoE mushroom right there and lose like 500 HP, he probably would have lived to Galio. Or at least he would have had the HP to take a hit so that he can react to flash away. It's all these small little details. The small little details that can get you leads. But overall, I don't see too much weakness. This game was like kind of a stomp. It wasn't really like all on bot lane anyways. This was like hard mid-top diff for a while. This is kind of like a mid-top diff. Although they played well bot lane as well. They got the 2v2 down, and they 2v2'd them. Now he's running straight in. This Cho'Gath's out of mana. He's actually probably going to end up dying. He's down. And Set probably can't backdoor this. So I'll probably just drop a ward in there. Perfect. You dropped a ward in there. I'll probably drop another one on the other side. And, I call it a day. The Set's still alive. I'd still be looking at his HP. What the fuck? They actually ended the game. Okay, whatever. I guess he just wins.